No, I don't normally go into these types of things, but I feel like for today, it's warranted. Hello and welcome to Tuesday. As is tradition at this point, it's not actually Tuesday. We forgot to film. Actually, it's funny. As I was going to sleep, I told Johnny, we forgot to film. Can you film something before bed? And then, from what he told me, he didn't because he didn't want to reach over the bed to get my phone so we could film. So we just didn't film at all yesterday. It's fine. It's no big deal. The topic for today is something that I kind of want to go into. So for those of you who don't know, I have been going to therapy for about a year now. My therapist is wonderful. She's actually a big reason why I started this vlog channel. My therapist did not directly say, you need to start vlogging your life. There was a comment that my therapist made during one of our sessions where she said, I really wish I was recording our sessions because I would love to be able to show you the personal growth you've made in the years since you started seeing me. And as someone who loves chronicling my life, that kind of meant a lot to me because I chronicle my life because I want to document that growth. And so that comment actually encouraged me to start vlogging again. My therapist knows this, but that's not the main thing I want to talk about today. The big thing that I want to talk about today is one of the things that we talked about during our session today. I'm not going to go into the nitty-gritty details, but long story short, I've been really struggling to feel like I have a sense of community. I have a sense of belonging. I don't really do much with my life. I basically just work on videos. When I'm not working on videos, I'm going and buying retro video games. I'm spending time with Johnny. That's about it. Like Johnny is kind of like, Johnny is essentially the person I interact with the most, but I do have a wonderful group of friends that we actually get together every Saturday to record videos, to the point that that's 99% of the time the reason why I forget to film on Saturdays is because I'm hanging out with friends making videos. Well, what was interesting was going over the topic of I have a struggle with feeling like I have a sense of belonging, especially with like my day job and all that stuff. There's a lot of parts to myself that I have to keep away from the real world. My therapist brought up my friend group and asked, do you feel that way with your friend group? And I said, of course not. My friends are incredible. They're so supportive and so loving, and I adore my friends. And she's like, so why aren't you spending more time with them? And as per usual, me being me said, oh, I'm just busy. I'm working on videos. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. And my therapist was like, okay, but can you still make time? And the answer is yes. I've been really trying to make it so that I have like an hour at the end of my night just to chill and relax with friends. And my therapist said, like, okay, you need to commit to that. So I'm not gonna go into the nitty gritty of details, but the long story short is, my therapist told me to commit to friends. And I'm going to start doing that. Again, unfortunately, I forgot to film yesterday. Well, for today, so I'm filming the next day. So I actually hung out in a Discord call while I edited videos. This was a big thing for me. Every computer build I've always had, I've always wanted to try to record videos or edit videos while I am in a Discord call, and I want to be able to like stream Adobe Premiere while I'm editing to Discord, and my computers have never been able to handle it. This computer, this bad boy, is actually capable of doing so. I tested it last night. I was in like a 2-hour call. It ran flawlessly. I can actually stream Adobe Premiere. So yeah, I'm going to be hanging out on Discord calls a lot more during the evenings. It's probably going to be my new tradition, which is funny because I'm actually going to be editing more Raft tonight. So it'll be interesting editing Raft with my friends who are also a part of the Let's Play. So I'm also going to try to play more games. I've been really trying to commit to playing at least an hour every night of a game. Of course, if I don't want to stay up too late. I didn't last night because I stayed up late the night before. So because I went to bed at the usual time last night, I might stay up a little bit tonight. I don't know. Me and my friends are also trying to get in the habit of having better sleep schedules, and that's for all of us. We're actually going to try to commit to doing our collection clearing recordings on Saturdays in the afternoon rather than at night, because all of us are realizing we shouldn't be staying up so late. It's bad for our health. So, anywho, sorry to rant about all this. This was kind of just an interesting thing. It's something that me and my friends have been talking about for like a year now. Like this is not something that my therapist just dawned on me. This is something that has been discussed with my friend group for a very long time, and we never really committed. Well, I shouldn't say we. I never really committed to it. So it wasn't until my therapist brought it up in a psychological way and mentioned how beneficial it will be to my health that I started listening. So that's going to be it for today. Thank you all so much for watching, and yeah, see you guys later.
Was I